Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee. This is Mark Cook. We've had a great morning so far.
So far, so good.
So far, so I've got a heating and air conditioning guy.
Yeah, I already set an appointment. He's on his way to my house right now.
Yeah, he's really knowledgeable young man.
I'll tell you, that kid knows his stuff.
You know, for being 27, I was very impressed.
I wish him all the success in the world.
Absolutely.
Honestly, he has actually taken training and turned it into practice, and at 27 owns his own business. It's pretty impressive. I don't know.
Very impressive.
27, I didn't own my own business. I know that much, Keith.
I didn't own anything, I think, at 27. So our next guest, you know what? For those people that have a sweet tooth, we have Marcy Marcy from Diversity Cookies. Marcy, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Keith. I'm so happy to be back.
Yes. Marcy was on, my God, has it been that long? Almost a year and a half ago, we had Marcy on. So, Marcy, what's going on? Well, first of all, let's talk about cookies and how you got into this stuff. How did you get into all the cookie business?
I got back, well, I didn't get back to the business. I originally started the business when I was a kid. I was maybe 10, 12 years old, Long Beach Island, selling cookies, oatmeal, chocolate chip for 25 cents. That's where I started. And
you better watch, the tax man will come back and get you.
Then we ate the profits, and the business, crumbled. So
no pun intended.
Right. So my mom, about 5 years ago, said, "Hey, why don't you start selling the cookies again? Tate's is selling cookies, and it could be a nice gourmet item to add to the local stores." So I thought about it, but then I was just involved in an art project, or was doing set design, and I had the opportunity to be a prop master for a movie called Inside Pocket by Derek Hammond.
Okay.
And I looked at all the snacks, and I said, I am not going to survive. I said, Lay's potato chips, and sorry, Lay's, and other types of, whatever, Snickers, whatever. I was like, okay, I'm not going to survive. So I headed home, baked up all these delicious cookies, and I came back, and they said, these are amazing. You need to sell the cookies. So that's kind of where it started, and that's a little bit about how I got started.
That's how you got started.
Yes.
Now, the beauty of these things are that they are healthy cookies, we'll say, somewhat.
Yes, we have healthy options. So I started off with butter-based cookies, butter, sugar, chocolate chips.
Normal cookies.
Right, eggs. But then I had to shift from dairy to non-dairy for health reasons. So I had to come up with new recipes. I started looking at vegan options and oil-based cookies, and so that's how I got into healthier cookies. So I have vegan cookies as well as gluten-free, and the products that I use, or the ingredients that I use, are almond flour, grapeseed oil, agave. Those are some of my ingredients.
So we don't lose any of the taste. So we have all the health benefits, but we still have a really quality, good cookie.
Yes, and I will let you be the judge of that once you bite into these
I've already
cookies.
tasted them, so I know what they taste like, but I will take another one.
So.
But that's interesting, because I think a lot of, our world, we've eaten bad for a long time. And I think people are more health conscious, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that, some of those products that you just talk about, those substitutes, they're like superfoods now. They're classified as superfoods, like grapeseed oil, I think you said, right?
Grapeseed oil?
Grapeseed oil. That is classified as a superfood, along with chia seeds and all that other stuff. And also, I think gluten-free stuff is huge as well.
Right.
Now you said something with health reasons, and I know, you had a little procedure done with your gallbladder.
Exactly.
And I got to tell you, Marsh, since you had it, it was like 20 people now. I've had that operation since you're the first. But you know what? They say, a lot of people are, it's a problem with, certain things that you eat that are affecting these organs in your body.
And it took me a good, year or two to understand what I could process through my body. I was in a lot of pain that first year trying to figure out.
Figure it
And I
out.
did not want to take medication to then, further complicate my body with
Right.
more,
Was it like a lactose intolerance, or was it just a matter of not being able to digest comfortably? Or
Exactly, because when you don't have your gallbladder, you're not able to break down fatty foods.
Okay.
Especially cheese, cheese.
Right.
Milk, everything. And so the oil-based, the oils that are more compatible for my body are oil, like olive oil,
Right.
grapeseed oil, peanut oil.
All the healthier stuff. Isn't that
Coconut,
amazing?
especially
Coconut
coconut
oil,
oil.
yeah.
I mean, peanut oil a little bit, but not,
Not as much.
No,
Yeah.
coconut oil is good for you.
coconut oil.
Yeah.
Coconut oil is great. You can use it for your
Skin,
you
yeah.
can
Yeah.
You can cook with
you
it,
cook with
everything.
it, it's
yeah.
excellent.
Well, you know what? I see in the supermarkets now, or even the restaurants, or whatever, they're selling coconut water, stuff like that.
Right.
Like everything. Like
Mhm.
when I start to think about the healthy stuff, honestly, I think about your cookies because they're filled with a lot of healthy stuff. I mean, you're not going to get around chocolate, but then they say you don't get around chocolate because dark chocolate,
It's not bad for you.
it's not bad for you. So we have actually healthy cookies, which is kind of amazing.
Right, and as you were mentioning, having that variety of drinks, healthy drinks,
Mm.
I'm thinking almond milk, rice milk, coconut milk, and I want to offer those varieties along with my cookies and have some creative ways and mobile ways for my business to expand in
Right.
that way.
Well, it makes sense because there is such a push, and I know that I've been drinking a lot of almond milk. I never was into the almond milk before, and I was talking to somebody, and he was like, "Look, you need to start using this, especially when you do like a protein shake or something like that. You
Right.
need to use the almond milk."
Mhm.
And honestly, I won't go back now. I love it. I think it really is it's a great alternative for people that can't drink regular milk, and I don't miss the taste. I think the taste is good. So, if you can find other alternatives to some of the things that you're used to, it can make it a little bit easier. Especially, look, there are a lot of people out there that can't eat cookies because they're gluten-free. So now, with a gluten-free alternative, they can actually eat your cookies, which is good for you because they're buying cookies.
Right.
The business grows. It's good for them because they get a sweet little treat that they haven't had in a while, right? Because their diet has changed. So it's a win-win for everybody. And what's nice about your cookies, and as you said, we'll get a little taste in a little bit, but they're good. And that's like the cool thing about it is that there's so many there's you have competitors, you have other people that are making similar type products, but the problem is they don't taste good. So
Exactly, like they might be dry.
they're too dry,
or the
they
have
taste
no
isn't there.
flavor, yeah.
Exactly, something is missing.
Absolutely.
So that's what's nice about Marcy's cookies.
They're moist.
Well, you know what, Marsh, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, this is what we do. It's what we've been doing. It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
Today's show was brought to you by Alicia Kelly of White Horse RV Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. Alicia is your RV expert. Contact Alicia at whitehorserv.com or give her a call at 856-262-1717, extension 203. When you think of RV, think Alicia Kelly. Here with my other co-host, Mark Cook, and
Yo.
we are are here with Marcy Marcy from Diversity Cookies. Marcy, when you right before break we were talking, and you were on, like we said, about a year and a half ago, and at that point it was Marcy Cookies, I think you named it. But now there's a change. You changed it to Diversity Cookies.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. When I came up with my name, Marcy Marcy Cookies, I was inspired by my childhood friend at the beach. Her name was Kelly, and I could never forget her name because it's repeated. So I thought, I'll repeat my name. Nobody will forget it.
Wait a second. Her name really was Kelly?
Yes.
Were her parents evil? Honestly, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
So that she wouldn't forget where she came from.
I guess.
Yes.
Every teacher she ever had. Okay, Kelly.
All right, who's the wise guy?
Is that a mistake? Is that a mistake? No, I'm Kelly. Poor little girl.
So I thought that if I repeat, I'm going into production. It's repeating. And then I was thinking Andy Warhol, it's very poppy, It's repeating and having big giant cookies all over the place. So I ended up coming up with a signature cookie called the Diversity Cookie. It has dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate chips. I had a dream that if I put them together, it would taste delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So after some experimentation, I came up with a recipe, and I thought, I was like, this is really good. And my kids helped me with the cookies, and they liked them too. So I shifted from Marcy Marcy. Well, I was looking for, to trademark my name, and a business woman in Canada had the name Marcy with a bar next to it, and she sells her products in the States. And apparently there will be customer confusion between croutons and cookies. I'm not confused, but the rest of the world might be. So I had to change to Diversity Cookies, which I think is fantastic. Some people think it's controversial, but I like controversy. I like to bring attention to my product, and it brings people together. Diversity means differences, and I like differences in people. I like differences with my art, and I like differences with my cookies.
Well, forgive me, I'm a little dumb, but why would there be controversy over the name Diversity?
I know.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
I know. People have suggested to me, you might not want to use diversity for cookies.
I'm against racial harmony. I'm against tolerance. I'm against everyone getting together. This is not good.
Exactly. So there's this element. I didn't really know that they would have a problem with my cookies, but
we don't worry about those people, Marcy. Honestly, if they've got a problem with the name Diversity, let them go. Right?
Exactly. They can go crumble away. So anyway.
It's really funny. It reminds me, there's this old Seinfeld clip where they're in the bakery and he's looking at the black and white cookie and he says, look to the cookie, Elaine. You get the black and white, it's harmony, look to the cookie. And it's, I'm joking, obviously, but it is a really cool thing. Your cookies are different. They're not just the frosting black and white. It's actual milk chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, and white chocolate chips.
And milk chocolate chips.
Awesome. I mean, it really, and you said that you kind of had to go through like a trial and error process to make sure that all the flavors work together.
Right. I even tried to add like butterscotch, or I was like looking for coffee chips. I like the flavor of coffee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Morning coffee.
Morning coffee.
And the butterscotch, it was too much. And I wanted to include, all races into my cookies.
Right. No,
So,
I get it.
Symbolically. So it's the ingredients, whether it's the light brown sugar or the brown sugar or dark brown sugar or the molasses or ginger, all the colors and the white sugar. So, and I just wanted to add my background. I was adopted as a child. I grew up in, Caucasian white community, grew up Jewish, and I learned that my birth I learned that my birth parents, my mom is from is American and from Finnish background, Finland, and my father is from Colombian background. So I have, the Latino background.
Yeah,
and
very
so,
worldly.
Yes,
Diversity.
I
Cool.
love it. And then, growing up with women who helped raise me, who are African American and Jamaican, I have that wonderful influence, as well as marrying my former husband, who's African American, and my children. So I'm all in the mix.
We're celebrating the diversity.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? We're going to take one more commercial break, and we're going to come back, and we're actually going to get to taste these delicious cookies from Diversity Cookie. We'll be right back.
Extra Innings is the nation's premier indoor baseball and softball training center, featuring indoor batting cages, 7 multi-use tunnels, and training rooms. Extra Innings can provide professional instruction, private and group lessons, and the best year-round clinics. Along with a nationally recognized pro shop that features the latest and widest selection of equipment and apparel, our experienced staff can provide you with the right instruction and help you find the best equipment for your ability and budget. Extra Innings, where the game never ends.
Choosing the right fence for your home or business is an important decision to make. Choose a Nello fence for peace of mind. Our family has manufactured and installed beautiful maintenance-free fence for over 50 years. We provide vinyl, aluminum, and wood fence in a wide variety of styles and colors, including chain link fence for commercial and residential. Call or visit our indoor showroom and ask for Steve Anello and see how 4 generations of combined experience mean that you'll get quality and service that can't be matched by any other fencing company, period. Call Anello Fence today for a free estimate.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Cook, and we are here with Marcy Marcy from Diversity Cookies, and we've been waiting for this magic moment. We're actually going to taste some of Marcy's cookies. Now you've added some flavors, haven't you,
I
or
have.
Whatever you want? Do you
Sure.
call them flavors or what types? What do you call them?
You can call them flavors.
Okay, so you added some flavors since we
Choices.
we've last you were last on the show. So what do we have here? Now, this is I guess the vegan side.
So this is the vegan side. In the center, what I have for you is the almond diversity chip cookie, and it has white and dark chocolate.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Bit of a mechanical difficulty.
That happens.
It happens. So Mars,
Yeah.
let's go back to these cookies we were talking about. Tell us a little bit about the cookies.
Sure. In the center, we have the almond diversity chip, and these are all almond based. And we have it has dark chocolate and white chocolate, and it is gluten free.
Okay.
And on this side, you have a cranberry almond. It is vegan and gluten free. And on this side, we have the banana chocolate chip, and I use those Enjoy Life chocolate chips. They're vegan chips. With the almond and banana.
Now, tell me a little bit. Tell me what makes vegan, because it's very confusing. Like, what makes it vegan? Like, what are you not allowed to have?
Okay. Vegan means that you are you're dairy free. You also do not eat any fish, any meat or any eggs.
Nothing that comes from an animal.
has to do exactly. Thanks for
That's the
Wrap
simple.
it
That's
up.
the simple way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything that comes from any type of animal, any byproduct or the animal itself, right? So no eggs, no chickens. What,
No cows.
Are you okay?
I don't know if I can do that.
Do you have?
I guess that's
Look,
why I'm not vegan.
Listen, we're not telling you that you have to be a vegan. We're just telling
I
you
know,
what it
but
is.
I don't know how people can do that.
But you might be inspired by these cookies to become vegan if you so choose to.
I like my chicken. I like my chicken. I like fish. I mean, wow. Okay, but I'll eat a cookie though.
I'm not personally.
Does this make me?
Yeah,
does this
I'm
make
not
me,
personally vegan, but I'm a vegan dessert eater.
So if I eat this makes me 3/4 vegan on my father's side, right? Now, what is this?
That's the almond diversity.
Very good. But, see,
Mark's still chewing.
Really good.
No, I'm a nut lover, so this tastes like nuts. Huh?
It's almond meal based. There's almond flour and there's almond meal. This is almond meal.
No
based.
sugar.
It has agave. It does have sugar in the chips.
Natural sugar.
Natural sugar. Well, agave, like, we have a couple of different shows that we do, health shows, and agave is sweetener. And there's an apple out there, a certain apple that has the sweetness of, like, it's insane.
Yeah.
I love all that natural stuff.
I normally use the agave, but it's in the form of tequila, and it's normally on a Friday or Saturday night, so it's a little bit different of a healthy choice. So I was dying to try the cookie, and I'll be honest, I don't care a lot of times for gluten-free, vegan stuff. It has a different taste and a different
Sure, that's the banana
consistency
chip. Mhm.
that I don't care for. These don't have that. These just taste like normal, excellent cookies. It didn't, like, if you didn't tell people that they were gluten-free, they'd have no idea.
Right, like everybody could enjoy these.
Absolutely. So my brother, he eats gluten-free, but the rest of his family does not. So this is perfect for somebody like him, where he can have a cookie or two, and the rest of the family can eat them, but they're not going to know that they're gluten-free unless you tell them. Really, it's one of those things that, look, I'm sure people say that all the time, but you will not know that these cookies are actually gluten-free or vegan, made with vegan products, because they taste like extra souped up cookies, basically, right?
You know
I
what?
mean,
Thank
they
you
taste
so
like
much.
a cookie company almost.
You know
They're
what? I found that, it's in there, you can talk. I found that, like
Mouthful.
gluten-free and, I never really tried vegan stuff, but they're unable to get the moisture
Yeah.
that you need in the cookie.
Yeah.
That was like eating a chocolate banana cookie.
It just melted
and
in your
that's the
mouth.
almond banana. Yeah.
That was
Almond
really
banana
good.
chocolate chip.
And this was good too, the almond. And they actually taste like if you're a peanut lover, I would say that's a home run right there.
Without peanuts.
Without peanuts.
Yeah.
Almonds are healthier for you than peanuts.
Way
Absolutely.
healthier.
Like
Heart
I
healthy.
gave up peanut butter, and
Really?
I use
Oh,
almond
my-
butter.
Mhm.
It's so much healthier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very interesting.
And then on this side you have the cranberry
And what's
almond,
this?
and that has a little bit of applesauce in it too, so for the moisture content and the taste.
And you're an artist as well.
I am an artist.
That's pretty impressive. You try to
She's
stay
a-
creative on a lot of different levels, huh?
Yes.
She's a great artist.
So I have to ask, your earrings, custom
Earrings?
made,
That's right.
super
I'm wearing
cookie
my
earrings.
cookie earrings by Janiyah Bradley.
They are beautiful.
Thank you.
They feature the diversity cookie on the front,
Yes.
and then on the back it looks like it has some words of inspiration.
Let's see, what does that say? Indulge in the sweet taste of diversity.
See?
Diversity cookies. Indulge in the sweet taste of diversity, and it
That's
keeps
a
repeating.
commercial.
I imagine if you wear those throughout the rest of your day, that you will get a lot of inquiries about, what is the deal with your earrings
Yeah,
there?
everybody loves the earrings,
Right.
and I have.
Well, they're sweet.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, you like that? Yeah, all right.
So Marsh,
Yeah,
before I eat that whole tray of cookies,
but you don't have to
seriously.
feel guilty because they're so healthy.
That's right.
really?
Really.
Don't tell
Okay.
them that.
And now there's a tray of butter based.
Whoa. Ooh, whoa.
Now what? Now
It's
Now
like a
the-
snickerdoodle?
these are your originals, right?
These are the originals before the vegan and gluten free. Yes. So I have my diversity chip, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, like I mentioned before, and then I have the oatmeal raisin,
Yeah.
and I have the snickerdoodle. People
Snickerdoodle.
love the snickerdoodles.
Yeah.
Like if you're a snickerdoodle cinnamon person, then that's for you. And then this is such a traditional, old-fashioned cookie. Your oatmeal raisin.
Looks like a little kid
And this
sitting
is
here
your
with the
modern-
tray eating cookies, doesn't he?
Modern diversity cookie.
Alright, I gotta try one of these.
I think it's like you're eating pop art. That's my way of looking at it.
I'm speechless.
I'm thinking repeated cookies.
I'm
all
speechless,
over
and
the
it's hard to
place.
make me speechless.
What do you think?
Very
That's
good.
what I think too. Definitely.
Very good,
I
Mark.
just can
I'm all
keep
over it.
making them.
These are awesome. So where can I get these?
You can get them online at diversitycookies.com. I've been told not to use the www anymore, that's not necessary. So diversitycookies.com, and if you want to give me a call and place your order, let me see, what's that number? 856-359-4688. That's 856-439-4688.
There you go. Well, we're going to conclude morning coffee because I'm going to sit here and get fat and eat Marcy's cookies.
They're so good. You know what? How many times you watch like cooking shows and the people are sitting there and they're eating and they're like, oh, it's so good, and you're like, yeah, what were they going to say? It's not good?
I say
Honestly,
that all the time.
these are good. You
Unbelievable.
have to try the diversity cookie. Try it. It's delicious.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I never, you know what? Look, Marcy, it's just you added a couple extra chips to a cookie, right? I mean, it's not rocket science.
No.
But what you did is came up with a formula that tastes awesome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's so good.
I just love the texture.
Yeah. And honestly, whether it's the butter-based or the gluten-free almond-based ones, and almond butter-based ones, they're awesome.
You know what?
I'm gonna have to grab one.
Go
Because
for it.
You know what? Honestly, remember when like the traditional the Chips Ahoy, all that stuff were out, right? Chocolate chip cookies were always like kind of hard.
Oh yeah.
And then
Totally.
remember they had to be back like when in the 80s.
Late
They
80s.
came out with soft batch.
Yes.
Keeblers made a killing on them.
Yeah.
Because they were just they were awesome.
Yeah.
And I think cookies have kind of stayed along that line, but they really, it's hard to get them like that.
They
And
have.
You perfected it.
But the problem with those cookies is that they're loaded with preservatives and all sorts of other stuff. These cookies
Absolutely.
are not, and they are they taste better, and they don't have all of that extra stuff. I thought you were going in a different direction. In the late 80s, early 90s, the places in the mall used to have the really soft cookies, and that's the texture of these reminds me of those.
Yeah.
They pretty much went away because the cookie mall thing didn't necessarily work out.
Right.
But these remind me of the consistency in terms of the softness of the cookie and kind of the way the chips work with it and all of that. I don't want to get too technical. I'm going to sound like a freak out here with these cookies, but
I'm a
They
fan.
are
You're
so
becoming
good.
a cookie connoisseur.
I am. I
You
didn't
are.
even know it. And I try not to eat a lot. Look, I try not to eat a lot of desserts. It's one thing that I have successfully cut out, right? In a way to try to live a healthier lifestyle. It's one of the things I cut out. But these cookies I could eat and look, not feel as guilty about it. So I'm all over the diversity cookie. I'm all over
Marsh,
it.
tell the folks out there, give them your information one more time.
This Friday, I wanted to mention I will be at the 3rd Annual Health and Wellness Fair. This is the statewide Hispanic Chamber of Commerce's 3rd Annual Event Health and Wellness Fair at the Red Bulls Stadium. And there's going to be fantastic healthy food samplings, including diversity cookies and phenomenal beverages by many vendors. There's going to be over 100 vendors, so would love to see you out there. And if you want to check out what's going on with me locally, I will be in Chester with Bridges and Boundaries. Go to bridgechester.org and check out our phenomenal events that are bringing communities together through Chester and Widener University surrounding communities.
And what else do we have, Marsh?
diversitycookies.com, 856-359-4688. And
All
I
right.
can't wait to have your order and fill your order for you with indulge in the sweet taste of diversity.
Beautiful.
All right, we're going to wrap up morning coffee this morning. I'm Keith Reynolds. This was Mark Cook. And we are signing off for today. Please check us out tomorrow. We have a lot of guests on, a busy schedule, so we'll be